I'm supposed to be teaching you about the giant walking stick insect, but instead, I hear there's a local guy by the name of Donald, supposed to be a genius. So I'm just going to have him tell you instead. Hi, this is Donald.
Yeah, it's Donald. Genius Donald's what my friends call me.
Why do they call you that?
So I know everything there is known under the sun, thanks to the Lord Jesus Christ.
Everything?
Everything.
Wow. Well, could you tell us a little bit about the walking stick insect?
Good. They existed. No.
They don't exist.
Not at all.
No?
No.
Well, I have reason to believe that they do exist.
Your reason's wrong. That's what it is. It's fake.
Well, actually, they're an insect that look like sticks.
I don't care about your chopstick, pogo stick crap. It's not true. You're 30 books away. Just listen to Genius Donald. You know what I'm talking about.
The truth is, the giant walking sticks insects actually do exist and come from the order Phasmidae, which includes all walking stick insects. They occur essentially throughout the moderate and tropical regions of the world. They inhabit most of the United States, occurring most abundantly in the southern half of the country. Their ancient Greek word phasma means an apparition or phantom. The giant walking stick is one of the longest of all the modern insects, ranging from just a half an inch up to 14 inches. And as we can see, the body is thin like a twig and usually green, brown, or gray in color. They have an exoskeletal body with 3 parts: the head, the thorax, and the abdomen. The head contains the brain and its chew and mouth parts. These insects breathe through their thorax and abdominal spiracles. They have 2 compound eyes, which have multiple lenses and photosensitive cells that can resolve images, motion, and color. They have 2 antennae, which can sense temperature variations and chemical odors, along with probing the physical surroundings. They are good climbers because they have suction cups and claws in their feet, which enable them to wall up vertical surfaces and upside down. They are also herbivorous, feeding mostly on the leaves of trees and plants and shrubs. The pincers at the end of the abdomen are actually claspers for holding onto a female during mating, and the mouth parts project out from the head and include typical chewing mandibles.
How do the stick bugs make that? My brother can make force fire.
Excuse me?
How do they make little stick babies without making a forest fire?
Oh, you're saying because they look like sticks, how do they make babies without causing a forest fire?
Yeah, you rip your sticks and on fire every time.
Right. Interesting. Well, I'll show you how.
When mating, male and female walking sticks may remain coupled for several hours, several days, or sometimes even weeks. During this time, the male, being usually smaller than the female, may be guarding his mate, or at least his sperm. The female may lay 1 to several eggs per day, attaching them to the bark and leaves of her home plant, burying them in the soil below, or simply discharging them to the leaf litter. A single female may lay from 100 to 1,200 eggs, and the eggs are usually camouflaged, resembling plant seeds, and may remain dormant for a full season or more before hatching. The nymphs are born already closely resembling the adults and ready to go.
Understand everything I've told you about this insect?
Yeah, I think I understand everything about the bugs. It's rubbing sticks and not making fire. That's pretty cool. So good stuff you're teaching me here.
Good. Do you want to know why they look like sticks?
Yeah, I guess I do want to know why they look like sticks.
Well, let me hand you these few books, and then you can...
I've heard of books before. You got them at the library, right?
That's right. You've read a book. That's good. And you study them, and then I'll come back and you can teach me all about it.
All right. I'll show you what's up. All right. So the real reason it looked like a stick is because it has the ability to transform into anything.
Anything?
Anything ever. It could be giraffe, zebra, one of those emus. It could even turn into a rock. Or it could turn into like George Clooney.
Really?
Yeah, it's a handsome stick. It could turn into Arnold Schwarzenegger.
So what you're telling me is that this insect could possibly transform itself into the governor of California.
Yeah.
Well, that didn't go too well. The real reason is that stick insects are very rich in nutrition and make excellent meals for various predators, including birds, reptiles, spiders, bats, and primates. But these bizarre-looking, slow-moving, plant-eating walking stick insects are among the most intriguing of all insects, and they have raised camouflage, mimicry, and defense to a veritable art form. Through an adaptation called crypsis, it blends in so perfectly with its natural habitat that it often goes completely undetected by would-be predators. And as the name suggests, the stick insects resemble the twigs amongst which it lives, providing it with one of the most efficient natural camouflages on Earth. Many stick insects have wings, some spectacularly beautiful, while others resemble little more than a stump. They come in many colors and sizes, and it all depends on the type of tree or bush they like to live in. The plants that these insects do live in are their primary source for food. Good. I'm gonna try this one. That's good. Oh, very good.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this. Can't touch this. My music hits me so hard, makes me say, oh my Lord, thank you for blessing me. What am I to rhyme it to like this is good when you know you're down. A super dope homeboy from the OK.
In addition to camouflage, these insects have a number of defense strategies. One strategy is to remain perfectly motionless, especially during the day, with its forward and back legs outstretched as if it were a twig of its host plant. It will then play dead by stiffening its body and falling to the ground. If it has wings, it can flip open its wings to startle a threatening predator, and if the predator does grab onto the insect will sacrifice a leg because it can regenerate the leg within a few weeks. Now the last strategy I will talk about is what I assume the insect was doing in the last video. Now I doubt this insect was busting out moves to an NC Hammer song on purpose. What it could have been doing was another defense strategy. When these insects feel threatened, they can flex their legs and sway its body randomly from side to side, mimicking a lightly blowing twig.
Well, unfortunately, Genius Don was not very much help, but I hope I taught you a little bit about these insects. Bye-bye.